Today, you will be reading the story, The Last Great Race. Then you will be using a graphic organizer to determine the main idea and 3 key details to support the main idea. Every year on the first Saturday in March, between 70 and 80 mushers and their dog sled teams leave Anchorage, Alaska on almost 1,100-mile journey to Nome. These mushers are participating in the Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race, which is sometimes called the Last Great Race. It's a test of endurance for both the musher and their dogs. Preparing for the race is a lot of work. Mushers spend months doing training runs as well as shorter races with their teams to work on building up their endurance. Mushers want to make sure they pick the best 16 dogs for their team. Mushers also have to make sure they are in great physical shape. They need to be strong and healthy to be able to take care of their teams during the race. On the trail, teams will travel through 26 checkpoints on their way to Nome. Mushers must sign in at each checkpoint, and veterinarians will check their team to make sure the dogs are all healthy. Then it is up to the musher to decide if they will stay at the checkpoint or sign out and continue on the trail. Stopping at the checkpoints give mushers the chance to eat, rest, and feed and take care of their dogs. Otherwise, they will stop and camp along the trail. Taking care of their dogs is the musher's most important job. The conditions on the Iditarod Trail are tough. The dogs must guide their teams over a harsh landscape that includes tundra, ice, forests, rivers, hills, and mountains. Most of the route passes through tiny towns and villages that are spread out over hundreds of miles. Other challenges that teams face on the trail include bad weather, broken sleds, and even animals like moose. On average, it takes mushers between 9 and 11 days to get to Nome. Dallas Savvy holds the record for the fastest finish time, 8 days, 13 hours, 14 minutes, and 19 seconds. Crowds are always waiting to cheer for each musher as they cross the finish line. There is also an award for the last musher to get to Nome. It's called the Red Lantern and honors the perseverance and dedication it takes to finish the Iditarod. The Red Lantern winner usually arrives in Nome about 5 days after the champion. So what is the main idea of the text? What are its supporting details? Well, what is the text all about? A sentence that supports the main idea is, these mushers are participating in the Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race. It is a test of endurance for both the mushers and their dogs. So what are supporting details that support these 2 sentences? Go back into the text and find out, and then go into Shobi to complete your graphic organizer.